Got a gangway. Solo, but I got the 4-5. Ain't on that, but I take a nigga live. Make one call and my brothers gon' slide.
Yo, welcome back to Actual Faction Sports Talk with your boy Big Ant.
And your boy Reese.
You know what I'm saying? The biggest Kansas City sports podcast all around the globe. You hear me? Hey, man, we're going to say, get it started like this. First of all, we thank God, you know what I'm saying, just for life, wealth, and health. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Over here, we put God first in everything we do. You feel me? And, man, we want to get just a moment of silence for JV and my brother, Bray Line. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, man. We about to get it cracking, get it started. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all already know what it is, man. We got the best shooter out of Kansas, Missouri, class of 2010. You know what I'm saying? My brother Franklin Williams. No, man, y'all know Frank about 6'6", whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know what's going on. I'm about to run down my brother's resume, man. You know what I'm saying? He played at Ray South High School from 2007 2010. He was a 3-time All-Conference, All-State, 1,000-point scorer. You know what I'm saying? Top 75 recruit. You know what I'm saying? He even went to the LeBron James Skills Academy. You know what I'm saying? He was a participant in that. That was lit, though. I know that was raw. Paul Pierce Skill Academy participant. You know what I'm saying? Then went to Indian Hills, South Indian Hills 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Helped lead the team to a 54-6 record in 2 seasons. That's big time. Yeah. Hey, y'all was going crazy, bro. I remember that, bro.
Yeah, it was that or unfair.
Hey, y'all was going crazy, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then, y'all went to the tournament. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all went to the national tournament, right?
Yeah,
yep.
1 year. We won 1 year.
Yep, and then after them 2 years, Indian Hills signed with UMKC. You know what I'm saying? From 2013 to 2015. You know what I'm saying? The year 2013 was preseason all WAC? All WAC, yep. 2014 preseason all WAC. 2014 to 15 all WAC 13. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, you know what I'm saying? Of course, the Tornadoes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he pissing that year, bro.
You want on that spot?
Nah, dude. I can't be killing too. He hold me though. He already had the team over. This cool though. Hey, he was the PBL Newcomer of the Year finalist. Helped the team to the PBL finals. Y'all was snapping, bro. Then played overseas in Swedish. You know what I'm saying? 2008 to 2020 was 2018 all import team. You know what I'm saying? The all basketball second team captain. You know what I'm saying? Honorable mention. You know what I'm saying? He was snapping, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Bulgarian. Bulgarian.
Bulgaria.
You know what I'm saying? He was snapping over there. You know what I'm saying? Then the coaching career, you know what I'm saying? You had with MoKan, of course, KCK. You know what I'm saying? You was the 15U coach 2003. Nike Peach Jam qualifier, Final Fourth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all finished out. Then you was the 16U coach 2024. Then you went to Elite 8 with that team. And now the 17U. You know what I'm saying? I got a squad over there, bro.
Yeah, we pretty good.
Yeah, a squad there for sure. Then KCK, of course, assistant coach. You know what I'm saying? Your season record 2023, 2024, 22-10. You know what I'm saying? Won a conference, season title. You know what I'm saying? Got staff of the year. You know what I'm saying? The most wins in a single season in program history. That's big time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all won a region championship, the national tournament qualifier, 2024-25, Sweet 16.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? JUCO All-American. You know what I'm saying? Regis Coach of the Year. Hey, man.
It's safe to say basketball is your life.
Yeah, most definitely. That's crazy word.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
But that's my brother Frank Williams. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the show, bro.
Yeah, appreciate y'all having me on.
For sure, man. Most definitely, bro. You know what I'm saying? We already know how you get down, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna hop right into it, though. You know what I'm saying? First of all, man, how was it at Ray South, man? Raytown. Hey, was Ray South? Yeah, was that the only competition y'all had? Like, was that like? I know y'all was rivals.
Yeah, I'm glad you corrected it. Nah, Ray South obviously was a rival, but when we had Grandview was in there, Lee
Yup.
Summit West was in there, Lee Summit,
Yep.
Ray Peck, Lee Summit North. I mean, I think, coming when I was in high school, obviously we was in high school, it was the competition was there every night. Then you got a couple of teams that you call them cupcakes, whatever.
Straight
We
up,
grown
straight
now.
up, straight
like
up.
Belton wasn't good,
Word.
Shit, I mean it's. NorCan City was decent, but like Liberty, some of the schools wasn't good, but I mean we had more competition just right so.
Word up. Hey, I remember when I transferred from Bishop Yates, bro. Hey, man, we played against y'all. That was my sophomore year, bro. And y'all had, that was the biggest lineup I'd seen in high school. Y'all had Slow Mo. And it was you, Slow Mo, Brandon Skay.
Nah,
Alden.
I didn't even start. I didn't start my sophomore year.
Oh, you didn't start that year?
It was Austin Rowan at the point. He was
That's who
6'1".
that dude was. Okay.
Then it was Josh Gibbs.
Josh, bro.
It was
Hey.
then it was Slow Mo. Then it was Alden Smith, and it was Brandon Skay.
Oh, yeah, word up.
So we went 6'1", then 6'5", 6'6", 6'7",
Alden Smith.
6'8". Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Let's take it back. You remember him?
Yeah. I remember the first game, I was talking wet to him. He's like, who you talking to, little nigga? He's trying to talk wet to him.
You couldn't get under his skin. It wasn't.
Nah, it
nothing you could
wasn't
do.
happening.
Plus, he was a football player too.
Yup.
So
Yeah.
he really didn't care.
He was nasty.
He was a hooper like that?
Nah, yeah, he was decent.
Yeah, he
Cool.
was decent. He came down from Iowa and he played with MoKan too. Matter of fact,
Damn.
So when he came down, he was, a monster. He was offensive rebounder, defensive rebounder, blocking your shot, guarding 1 through 5. He just couldn't shoot. A lot of people can't shoot, but he couldn't shoot. But
Yeah, I think it was well balanced for sure. Most definitely.
that team was nice though.
Hell yeah.
Man, how was that? How was that LeBron count, man?
Man, it was. So obviously, you got the top recruits. It's you playing with a lot of guys that's potentially going to be first round draft picks.
Right.
My class, Kyrie Irving was there.
Damn.
Austin Rivers was there.
yeah,
Bradley
Austin was
Beal
wet,
was
bro.
there. He was younger. Brad Bill was there.
Young. Bradley
Quincy
Beal.
Miller
Yeah, Brad.
went to Baylor. Was there. Jared Sellinger.
Okay.
No,
I
so
know.
it was-
I remember him.
Will Barton. Deron
yeah.
Lamb, national championship. So it was.
Some real.
Yeah.
All hitters, boy.
And like going there, obviously coming from Kansas City, then going to LeBron camp where you playing with all these dudes that's nationally ranked. I think them first couple of days, I was still in shock. Just from seeing the talent, everywhere you look, is somebody that's nice.
Everybody good, yeah.
Everybody the 5-star. Like it wasn't no 4-star guys there.
Damn.
So it was nice. That was the year LeBron got dunked on.
Damn, for real.
That was the year. Remember
I
when
think
that-
I remember that. Yup.
It was ESPN. They wanted to release the video to ESPN and.
Oh, okay.
And Jordan Crawford, he was a Xavier. He got him. He ended up dunking on him. That was that year. So.
Damn.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
So what? So who'd you have to guard at the count? I know you had to do some 1v1s and some 3-on-3s and 5-on-5 scrimmage.
So I was like in the group with Josh Selby, went to KU, Will Barton, Austin Rivers cooked me. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, bro, he was
Austin
cooking,
Rivers.
but he was cooking everyone we played against.
Bro,
each one
he
team.
was
he won.
cooking.
We beat him, though.
Yeah, he was really good in high school, college.
Brandon Knight was there.
Okay.
But I think Austin Rivers and Harrison Barnes, those two was probably the toughest guard because Harrison Barnes just
He
fundamentally
always been a
sound.
problem, bro. Especially
Yeah,
with
he was
AU,
nice.
bro. Oh my god.
But Austin Rivers, man, he had that jab,
Yup.
that shimmy. And he
Yup.
was quick. And I had slow feet back then. And I wasn't a defender anyway, so. But they didn't know that though.
Oh, my God.
I think Austin Rivers gave me like 8 straight 4 possessions.
Damn.
Yeah,
But he was like that, bro. I ain't gonna
he
hold you,
was.
bro.
He was.
He was like that for sure. 'Cause I think, if I ain't mistaken, he was cooking Will too, bro. When we played again. We beat him.
Yeah.
I
But
think
you
we
know-
played him in Texas, if I ain't mistaken.
We did play him in Dallas.
Yep, I remember, bro. Yep. On me, then he was a straight buck. I'm like, this dude nice, bro. Like nice. And then and you said the Paul Pierce count?
So the Paul Pierce was like positions. So that year was Chris Paul Academy, Paul Pierce Academy for one of the wings, Vince Carter for the other wings, then Amari Stoudemire for the bigs.
Okay,
Then
that's
LeBron
hard.
camp was all in one.
Damn.
So it was the top 80 guys, top 80 high school recruits, then it was the top 20 college recruits.
hard.
So they all went into one. So I met Paul Pierce with, like I said, Deron Lamb was there with me, Harrison Barnes, one of the kids that went to Louisville, man, I can't think of his name. Wayne Blackshear,
Okay.
Brandon Knight, He did both actually. He did CP3 and he did Paul Pierce.
Oh, okay.
Which that was the number one in the Player Nation type stuff.
Word.
But that was more skill development. We in Boston. You get all the gear. Obviously, Paul come and talk. You know everybody, and they give you a coach, and you just
Dude, funny, bro.
Paul Pierce.
Yeah, funny, bro.
Yeah, he funny. He be lit. That's why he's so funny.
Yep.
But nah, I mean it was that was good too because you like back then we didn't really have like no skills trainers. So we go in there actually like doing college and pro stuff. So for 4 days we did that and it was all new. Like I'm in there like Bambi. Like, I can't even do some of the moves that they teaching us just because here we just hoop.
Yep.
You know, so it was good to go and experience that. And that was 2009 too. So it's way elevated now.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's dope though. I remember you snapping in high school. So then, I'm saying before we get to college and stuff, I know we played for the best team in the state. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? MoKan.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
so.
Nah, but before that, we with the keys.
For sure.
We
We snapping for sure. And so like I know with the keys, you know what I'm saying, transition from the keys to MoKan, which a lot of us went over.
Yeah.
Transition, like how was that a decision for you to do that personally? Because I know, man, Coach Matt came in, I was the last person on MoKan. And when he told me, y'all, I'm like, I want to lead too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think this is what we're talking about off the camera and everything too. It's like that was something where, you know, 16, 17 years old, you better, you know, sign to a college and get prepared for college.
Right.
And, you know, it was a personal decision because I was so close with Coach Craig and with Dalen and Sean Green. And, you know, obviously Bo, rest in peace, Bo was there. All them teammates there was like my friends. Like I was really with them all the time. And then I had to make a decision at a young age to go to a program that was going to better me as far as a basketball player and as a man. And that was the development part was obviously knowing exactly what you're going to do in this setting, but when you get to a university. So I feel like the best decision for me was to go over to MoKan and do that 365 days before I get to college. For sure. And I think to this day, I think that was the best decision for me. I don't think I would have been prepared for college if I wouldn't have went over to MoKan.
No, facts though. Hey man, we snapped that year, bro. Well, man, count on my hand how many times we lost, dude. Like
with MoKan?
Yeah, I don't think we only.
It wasn't that many. And you know, like now they do it to where it's like sessions. Like then we play tournaments every weekend.
Oh,
it was
word.
4 or 5 games too.
Yep.
So I mean, we probably lost. I know we lost less than 10 for sure.
No, yeah, for
there
sure.
wasn't many teams beat
I don't
us,
think it was 10. Yeah, I remember. That's crazy though. Yeah, we were snapping that year for sure. Most definitely. And then so out after you know what I'm saying, high school and everything, like, you know what I'm saying, you was the top recruit and everything. So like, was it tough? Like, okay, first of all, like, I know you had other colleges, not other big name colleges like D1s and stuff was recruiting. So what made you just take the JUCO route? Was it grades, your skills? You wanted to develop your skills or what?
Yeah. And I mean, I'm glad you asked that question too, because it's like, obviously, at that point, yes, we had to take the ACT, and like I think now they got away from it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get the ACT score that I needed, you know. And obviously, you know, when you're the star basketball player in high school and you young, you immature, you ain't doing no work, you know. And my mama was on me all the time. Do your work. But the test was hard. I get A's on all my homework assignments. I'm getting C's and D's on the test, so I need a certain score on my ACT, and I didn't get it. So I signed to University of Detroit, November 9th, 2009.
Oh yeah, I remember that, bro.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And I had the entire senior year to try to get my grades up, and it was one grade I just didn't get up, so I slipped. So all them schools that offered me, I think I had 30, 35 offers or whatever. I couldn't go to none of them.
That's crazy.
None of them. So, you know, that's why obviously now, like, we coaching and everything, like, speaking that education, it's important because it can really derail your journey. So I had to go junior college. So obviously, being one of the top recruits, I'm going to go to the number one junior college in the country. For sure. And that's how Indian Hills came about.
Yeah, I was going crazy Indian Hills, bro. I remember me and Dalen used to always talk about that. We was watching y'all snap. I had a decent team, bro.
It was decent.
Yeah, wait, they have a decent team? Yeah, you have a record of.
It was better than decent.
I mean, all right, mama, y'all was, when I say decent, like, nowadays when I say decent, mean raw. Like, y'all was nice, bro. Y'all was nice for sure.
They say you put some respect on that shit.
Decent. I say decent. That's okay.
Oh,
we was nice.
Nah, that's a fact.
We was nice. Nah.
And then, like, so after Indian Hills, because clearly you was snapping, we was going crazy. We was paying attention to you, bro. So was UMKC only offer, or you just want to stay home close, or how did that route go?
Nah,
Decision.
so I committed to Louisville. So this the year. Remember, Kevin Ware broke his
Oh,
leg.
damn, I didn't know that shit.
Yeah, so Kevin Ware broke his leg. They won a national championship. Well, the coach there was Crean Richardson.
Okay.
He was the assistant. And he breaks his leg. I'm going there. Well, K. Richards about to get another job. So he's leaving. So he called and he said, hey, I got something in the works. Let's hold out. So he takes the head coaching job at UMKC.
Oh,
Okay.
And so he was going to hire an assistant named AT, Angus Thorpe. Angus Thorpe was one of the guys who recruited Reese to Toledo, RP to Green Bay and Toledo, Ramon Fletcher. So AT is real good in the city. So obviously, K. Rich was offering me to go to Louisville. I'm going to just follow him to go to UMKC, right? So it's like, okay, I can go here to this high major school. They won a national championship. But Rick Pitino told me I wasn't going to play.
Hey,
Yeah, he told me
I always
straight up.
respect Rick Pitino as a coach, bro. I like him as a coach, though, and at least he kept it real with you, bro.
Yeah, he told me.
You know
He
what I'm saying?
they said Kev's gonna make a full recovery. You're probably not gonna play. You probably redshirt you. But I already done went JUCO.
right.
So
I'm ready to go.
And then that year, that's the same year Donovan Mitchell was coming in too.
And he came and had a
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so you got Donovan Mitchell, obviously Peyton Seaver,
At that
Russ,
point,
Russ
it's like
Smith.
you can't miss no threes, boy. At that point.
Yeah, like you, hey,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
So, and that's when obviously like the whole scandal and everything like that was going on too. So
Yeah.
when K. Rich signed to UMKC, I got my LOI and I signed to UMKC too. And obviously I can come back home and play in front of my friends and family. So
That's
how
dope.
that came about.
How that work?
Most definitely. That's what's up. Yeah, UMKC, that's different. You like 5 minutes from the hood, and then like 5 minutes from Brookside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
I mean, it is. I mean, like I said, you're in the middle of it, so you really don't know. I mean, because you're so busy. So, like I said, we have obviously workouts and conditioning and weights and hooping class. So you got to go eat and you going to sleep, whatever. So even though you are, you close to everything. Like I said, I really didn't feel like I could test the city like I wanted to.
And locked in, no
you
distractions.
Locked in.
Yeah, especially for a college athlete and everything like that. Like, obviously, me being from here, it was a little different. My experience was, but even for my teammates that wasn't from here, I mean, they didn't know where they was at either. So, and it wasn't like I was just going around showing them things either.
Nah, facts
So
though, facts.
I not want to put them in that position, but also just didn't have no time.
Right, for sure.
They don't talk about all the meetings, all the people think it's these guys just go out here and just hoop. Now it's a lot of preparation. It's a
Most
lot
Definitely.
they go into this stuff, man. So yeah, I can understand, especially when you in college, bro. You got these classes. You got to keep up with the grades. You got to keep up with your expectations with your team. It's a lot.
Shit, it's like a full-time job.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why they paying the kids now.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
I mean, it's a full-time. I mean, from sun up to sundown. It ain't just going to the gym.
Right, no.
hour and a half, hooping,
That's another thing I
that's it.
loved about college, boy. As an athlete, them reefies, boy. When the reefies hit,
Yeah. You would know too.
Hey,
you
on
would know when
me.
they hit.
On me. That's crazy. So so after UMKC, it was the, I'm saying, you got your overseas life, man, and your experiences and everything. So the first country you played in was Sweden.
Sweden.
Yeah, Sweden.
You can tell he ain't never been over.
Yeah.
Nah, hell no.
First place I played is Swedish. They spoke Swedish. But
Yeah, Swedish is the language.
Sweden was beautiful, man. I mean, and it was a good experience for me. And I played there 2 years. So I re-signed at the end of my first year. And like I said, it's not really that many negatives or cons I can say about that. I mean, it's a top 5 country, the most nicest people in the world.
Yeah, that's fire.
But the only thing was the 21-hour.
Yeah, the 21-hour darkness.
Darkness.
I mean, it's dark the entire time when you're over there.
Like the whole time.
I mean,
At points, at moments, yeah.
it's dark, bro, because it's in the north. So
The sun rotates. It's some scientific shit.
Hold on. So when do the sun rise though?
the sun will rise at about 1 p.m.
For 3 hours, he said, bro.
It's
For 3 hours only?
It'll start going back down at about 3:15, 3:17.
That's crazy.
So you might get 2 good hours of sunlight
That's
before it
crazy.
starts.
So this is how my day would go over there. I would have weights at 9. We would shoot at 10:30.
It's
Pitch
all
black.
dark, bro. That's
crazy.
crazy as hell.
Then you would shoot. Then you go have lunch from 12 to 1, whatever the case may be. the sun is coming up now. So when you driving your bike, you riding the bike, driving your car, walking back to your apartment, whatever, you know, you get a little sunlight. You going to take a little nap because now you got second practice at 5. The second practice,
dark,
pitch black.
So how did like the transition on your body, like how did that make you feel just being in that atmosphere? Like, did it have effect on your body?
mental,
Was you used to it, or wasn't you?
Yeah, no, the depression rate is high out there.
Makes
The pressure
sense.
rate is high.
That makes sense,
It's
though,
dark.
for sure.
It's dark.
But the people don't understand, bro. That sunlight give you that.
Yeah. So like you gotta take the vitamin C, vitamin D, whichever one it is.
What?
You gotta take
that's
that.
crazy.
I go to the locker room and it'll be a tablet or like a vitamin C or vitamin D pills, whatever.
Damn.
Just because you ain't getting no sun.
Yeah, because you're not getting enough. Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't getting enough.
That's
and so when I first got
crazy.
there, I'm like, no, I'm not taking that. Like, I can't even read what it say.
Right.
But then the coach and some of the players like, hey man, you might want to take this.
So was it a point that you didn't take? You like you still was skeptical and like, nah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna wait.
my first month, I was like, yeah, I'm good.
So well, was you good?
Nah, I wouldn't.
Nah.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't. But I was just thinking, I'm homesick. You know, I'm away. I'm 7 hours ahead. So when I'm talking to people, when it's 10 p.m. over here, it's 3 p.m. Or
Yeah.
like when it's 5 in the morning, I'm asleep. They want to call. Nah, I'm asleep. It's nighttime for y'all, but so it's an adjustment. But I was thinking that was what was wrong with me. But it wasn't. I wasn't getting no sunlight.
Yeah, you wouldn't get
That's
enough
crazy. That's
sunlight.
real, man.
Damn.
On your body, that's real for sure.
And then the snow, crazy. Like, ain't no snow days over there. The kids walk to school every day, ride the bikes to school every day, and then it's so cold that the lakes, to reduce traffic, they'll put stoplights on the lake. Cars drive across the lake. I swear to God, I got videos of it.
Like, hold on. So when you say the lake, so like they got
place
like a
that's
road,
normally, if it wasn't
like a road
frozen-
for the lake, or just straight water.
No.
Like Jesus.
I
did.
walk out my front door. When I was in Sweden, I stay on the lake. I walk out my front door, it's a lake right there. When it start getting cold and when that lake freeze over, to reduce that traffic in the town, they put the they put the stoplights on the lake.
So they can
instead
ride
of driving
through 'em,
around the lake, you just go
you
through
go
it.
So
through
you
it.
telling me these cars, vehicles,
Hey man,
are driving across ice?
that's how cold
Yeah,
it is.
that's how cold it is.
But the lake,
I believe
it's
it.
frozen solid. I mean, it's
Then these cars, how you driving? They ain't sliding.
nah, but they got winter tires. But they're in Sweden. Everything is equipped
Man,
to be.
that's
Yeah, they
crazy.
equip it. Like he's saying, bro,
Yeah.
they built for this.
Yeah.
Like
That's
they,
different. That's different. For
Not
sure.
it's no snow days. Like how like here these kids, it's when it's 7 degrees and they can't stand the bus stop. Yeah, right.
No
Yeah,
snow,
right.
straight
He
ice.
said,
Yeah,
yeah,
negative
right.
22.
Yeah, right.
Nah,
Negative
that's
22.
wild.
And they still going to recess.
That's wild.
They
So-
built different.
Yeah, I mean that was like when you comparing like obviously America to that, like when you go to different cultures, you really see like damn it's really different.
Yeah.
Then you gotta go play basketball, and they love you over there. It's the NBA. Like, you an NBA player over there.
I'm here.
You're an NBA player.
So I was in Mexico. They thought it was Shaq, dude. Like I got a point. I'm tired of taking pictures.
Well, you
and
gotta think they
videos.
only see Shaq on TV, so when they see you, they like,
Big black man. Yeah.
Hey, they were just like grande. Like that's all they was saying. Like, it's crazy, man. I'm really tired of signing autographs and tired of taking pictures. Like that stuff is
nah,
real.
that's the life though.
That's
life because
crazy.
you gonna change somebody's life with doing that.
Nah, that's facts though.
Because you're the closest to America them people gonna get.
Yep.
A lot of them, yeah.
That's how
Especially
I used to look
Mexico.
at it.
It was definitely a humble experience. Especially the way they was living. You know, they ain't really high on like money, currency, and all that.
Yeah.
They didn't have no doors on their houses. Like,
Damn.
man, like it humbled me, bro. I'm like, man, I can never complain about nothing.
Where was
bro.
you at?
Mexico.
He said, where-
doors on the
he
house.
said, where
Like
was
the
you
hood
at,
Mexico,
bro?
like-
Yeah, you was in the
Nigga,
hood.
no doors on the crib, stone, bro. No blinds, windows, like cover sheets over that.
Yeah, I'm glad you got out of there, bro.
Man,
Damn.
that was crazy. That was crazy though. So then, like, of course, after your overseas career, you start the coaching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How's that going for you, man? Hey, I know you're a busy man, dealing with MoKan, KCK. You know what, I'm saying?
Yeah,
What made you get into coaching though? Like, you always want to be a coach, or how did that happen?
Yeah, I mean, what they always say, like, when you can't hoop no more, you got to coach.
Facts.
Right.
You know.
Stay by the game as close as
And-
possible.
And if you don't hoop, you just talk about it. That's what they say.
Right.
But I think when I got done, because COVID was really the reason why I stopped hooping. 'Cause
sure.
Once COVID happened, I played a year like, in Bulgaria.
Bro, that's crazy. Said I forgot, man. I had signed with Canada Winsors during COVID, and we was about to. The next day we was about to leave on a flight, bro. And they was like, man, we sorry to tell you, I had signed with Baseline Sports, and they was like, man, we sorry to tell you, man, they hotels are shut down,
Yeah,
flights, everything.
Damn.
So that's really just stirred me away from basketball just a little bit. I'm like, damn. So it was like a minute for that though.
So if we backtrack, so when I'm in Sweden, remember when the NBA shut down? It was March 11th, 2019. My Swedish league shut down March 12th, 2019.
Because of the NBA?
Nah, it shut down just because of COVID.
Okay,
I mean, once that happened, they shut down everything. So
It was a global pandemic.
and so when they shut the league down,
That's crazy.
It's canceled. I got to get back home.
For sure.
So I flew back March 19th, 2019.
Damn.
They shut the airports down March 21st.
Damn.
Right on time, boy.
So you could have been stuck over there.
Stuck over there. So,
You would've been pissed.
so yeah, obviously, you when you contemplate like retirement and because I didn't hoop for a long time, I want to leave on my own terms, right? I didn't want COVID to be the reason why I retired. So that's when, at the end of COVID, I let everything kind of die down. That's when I signed to go to Bulgaria. But I went to Bulgaria, played with no fans. So I got to experience that.
What they had NBA, them little technology heads.
Nah, it wasn't none of that. It wasn't none of
none
that.
of
That's
that.
crazy though.
It was just an open gym,
That's
basically.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm
Virtual
talking about-
heads. That's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, it wasn't none of that. It wasn't no virtual heads, no nothing.
quiet.
Nothing.
It's
Just y'all.
your team.
You team
this
up to
team,
team.
the scores table.
That's it.
Referees.
All the
That's
shoes screaming across the basketball
Man,
court.
what?
That's crazy.
Miserable.
That's ass.
And then I got COVID while I was over there.
Oh.
That's some of the worst shit. Hey, listen, man. You ever had COVID?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I did. I got it when it was
We was in the Bulgarian Cup, and we played 2 games back to back. We played a Friday and Saturday. That Saturday night, I'm like, damn, coach, my back is hurting. I'm thinking, could we play 2 games back to back? We didn't do this as AAU. Back is hurting, man. Golly. So get back home. My birthday is a Sunday. It's March 13th. So we get back home. No practice, no nothing. I had everybody at the crib, all the teammates. We over there. We drinking beer, whatever, this and that. We had practice Monday. I go there. I'm like, golly, I'm still sore. But we do testing 3 times a week over there.
Yeah.
We everybody all the testing. We stretching. They come back in. Franklin. I ain't see them dudes no more.
Damn.
Damn.
I ain't see them dudes no more.
So at all. Like,
Nah, 3
how
weeks.
long you was down? 3 weeks.
Yeah. So
That's
then
serious,
it was the 14 days.
So what symptoms did you have? Well,
I had the back pain. I still could taste everything. I could smell, but my
See,
back
yeah,
was
my
hurting.
shit, I couldn't smell, taste. See, he had the opposite. Damn, that's crazy. He was giving
I'm
niggas
talking about, man,
backaches
I
and
was in
shit.
that- and I had a nice ass apartment. I was in that apartment for 2 weeks straight. My teammates was bringing me food. They put it on my patio.
Yep.
After like day 6, but they start forgetting about me.
Damn.
And they were like, you know what I did? I shouldn't be. I put that mask on, put that hood on. I went to the store.
Straight up.
Day
straight
6.
up.
Hey, I ain't got no food in
Straight
here.
up.
Yeah.
So, but I think after that, that's when it was like, okay, I'm about to be done hooping. So then I come back, and that's when Matt was like, you want to get into it, this and that, and then Reese, like, bro, we got a good little squad with MoKan. You start off with this, and so I had coached 7th grade first. I had 7th grade B team. I had some little kids. Them dudes was good. I ain't gonna lie. And so after that 7th grade year, EYBL starts in March. So I had the EYBL team, the 15s, and that's how I got into it. And so my first summer with EYBL 15s, like I said, we play well. I got a lot of good dudes that's still with me right now. And at the end of that summer, Coach Burgett at KCK called me like, what you doing? I'm chilling. He said, you want to coach with me this year? I'm like, hell yeah, I'll come coach. Right.
On me.
Because he was the assistant when I was in Indian Hills. He was the assistant on that
Okay.
team. So I'd already knew him. And he had already seen, obviously, what I did with MoKan. So
Yep.
I took the job, what was that, August 9th,
That's lit.
2023. Took the job with KCK.
My cousin's birthday. That's dope. That's lit. That's lit. And then, you was thriving, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was paying attention to y'all at KCK as well. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was balling for sure. So, like, with your coaching career, like, you just want to you think you just go with JUCO, or you want to be a coach D1 one day? You want to coach in the NBA one day? Like, what's your goal? What's your limit for as
I ain't
coaching?
thought about the NBA, but definitely the Division I level.
For sure.
Obviously moving up, and I got a kid now, so I got a daughter. So,
Yep.
Obviously them dudes is making a lot of money too. But
Yeah,
also
definitely.
you're around high level talent too. So you wanna do that. So I think obviously my JUCO kids, their journeys is different. And I'm still coaching. I'm still in it, and I love coaching. I think I love coaching more than hooping.
Damn.
That's dope. That's dope.
But the end goal obviously is you want to move up. So.
Right.
So that's dope. That's fire, man. Hey, man, I got a question for you, bro. You know, I got to hit all the KC Killer legends, man, with these questions, man. All right, man. Name your top 3 shooters out of Kansas City, Missouri. Not you.
Damn.
From it can be we're gonna do 08 we're gonna say 08 the furthest you can go back. We're gonna stick with that.
That make it tough. Because number 1 was gonna be Reggie Chamberlain.
Sorry.
I ain't here, man. That's crazy. He was not in my top 3. That's crazy.
Nah, he gotta be. He gotta be in everybody's 3. Shooters.
Yep.
08 and up.
Yep.
Not me.
Yep.
And people here can't shoot.
We got some burners here. I got a top 3. I want to see if you're gonna say anybody in my top 3.
Cause I'm gonna have to go. That's tough. Who was a shooter though? Like a sniper.
A sniper. There was some snipers for sure. Definitely was.
I ain't gonna lie. That was who your 3? I can't even go off the top of my head. Like
All right.
that.
Well, first of all, since I can pick you for sure. It ain't in order, but you, Milton,
Okay.
from Ruskin,
Milton Garner.
and
He was a
Big
sniper.
Austin from O'Hare, white boy, Strap. It wasn't gonna be Nate
that
Benner or Rodney Givens or Corey, but man, Milton Burner was crazy.
I can see Rodney. Corey who?
Corey Hill.
Man, Corey here ain't no shooter, man.
Yeah, he
Corey
crazy.
He a bucket though. He ain't no shooter.
Hey, he got a burner, bro.
He
got
can
a
shoot
burner.
the ball. He ain't no shooter.
That's funny. That's funny. We
Nah,
gonna
the
discuss
Milton
that
the Milton one is good
for sure.
I can say Rodney Givens too. That's tough. I ain't.
Yo, big Austin. Yeah, that's Austin. Yeah.
I think I set the bar with shooting so high.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't
Most
know.
definitely.
I don't
Most
know if-
definitely.
Damn, dog. The Jalen Lewis kid
I don't know him.
that went to he went to the Liberty School. He went to Liberty.
Okay.
Jalen Lewis, Kyan Evans. Yeah, Kyan Evans he got a strap too. Ooh. I'll take Rodney Givens too.
Yeah, Rodney.
I like Rodney Givens.
Rodney had a crazy
Yeah, I like
burner,
Rodney
bro. His pull-up game was nasty though.
I like Rodney Givens.
He had a crazy burner, bro. He had a crazy burner. That was crazy. I was surrounded by all shooters my freshman year in Mobley. That's crazy. But yeah, man, that's dope, bro. You got a bright future ahead of your course, bro. You got a crazy resume. You been doing this for a while, bro.
Yeah,
Know what I'm
appreciate it.
saying?
Nah, for us.
Especially ever since I know you with the keys, man. Since I even got into the basketball world, know what I'm saying? I first met you and Dalen. I met all y'all together. Know what I'm saying?
That's all I know.
You feel me? So that's fire, man. Know what I'm saying? And then we all still, know what I'm saying, type shit close, know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
good, know what I'm saying? It's keeping the brotherhood, especially in the basketball world. You know, everybody don't, know what I'm saying, stick together, and we lose so many people in this world, man. So that's dope, bro.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? Congrats to you on everything, bro. Know what I'm saying? It was big, and we appreciate you having you on for sure, bro.
So
Know what I'm saying?
appreciate
That's
that
love,
having me.
man.
I appreciate it.
Know what I'm saying? We're going to wrap it up,
We're
man.
trying to give
Know
people
what I'm
their
saying?
flowers while they can still
The
breathe them. I mean,
Actual
still smell
Facts
them.
for Sports Talk, the biggest, know what I'm saying, sports talk podcast. You feel me? Know what I'm saying? I know what it is.
Like, subscribe.
Hey, you heard my brother, man. Peace, love. Know what I'm saying? Be blessed.
Cause all my niggas dead, or they in effects. All my niggas dead, or they in effects. All my niggas dead, or they in effects. Okay, R.I.P. the decks. Free my boy Run Tech. Cut for what I tech. Tone on Percocets. Baby, I said boy. Jody and Yvette. Me and Lulu back to back. Doing donuts in my cat. Barney Neiman sex. I'll fight on my head.